So, welcome to this episode of What's Your Biggest Pain? Today I'm here with my good friend Damian. So, please introduce yourself, brother.
Hey guys, my name is Demian. I'm from Mexico City. I'm 45 years old, and well, I think that's one of the best questions I ever been asked. So I'm excited to share uh, what's my insights on that deep question here.
Yes. Amazing. So, without further ado, what's your biggest pain?
Okay, well, my biggest pain, I think, kind of like the hardest hits I ever got into my life they will showing me like each one started to show me that wound. I guess it's the feeling at that not being enough to handle situations. That's not being wise enough to take, um, to not control, but
Mm.
I guess one of the biggest pains I ever faced was alcoholism of my father, my mother, and my brother. Kind of like it was very hard to handle that, and it was a heavy burden. But underneath, it was this sensation that I wasn't wise enough to give the right advices, the right answers, the right support. Until I understood, of course, it's not something I can ever change for them, or there's not enough wise words to change another person who doesn't love themselves, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like one of the hardest things I ever, because it was my dad was alcoholic for 30 years or more. So that's pain, like very deep pain, like watching someone you love almost to the point that they want to kill themselves, and that's pain. That's something hard to keep up, to cope, to work, to with the pass of time, kind of like it changes a lot and it doesn't go away. Then it was another thing. It was kind of like there was sexual abuse in my family, so that was even harder. And again, I was trying to be wise enough to support
Mm.
my family, and definitely, I know that I've done like what is it's in my heart and taken it very seriously. But that was pain a lot. And then was my divorce, and that's the other thing is not nothing. It don't mean anything compared to this kind of pain. Like this was something very, 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 way harder that I can never imagine. Like surpasses me. For I wanted to kill myself. Like I just lose the wanting to be alive. That I never felt that ever before. Like there was times that I was thinking hanging myself into. I see a log in the place that I was used to live in. There was thinking that says you only need to get a rope, and my mind was already like saying to me, you can do this and that, and it's like this, you're out. So then I was starting to see where does that coming from, like what is the wound that it's underneath that it's pushing me, or even imagine or consider that as an option. Like why do you, if I've been working into my spirituality, building my inner confidence and my faith and everything, you know, why this, after I think more than 25 years that I've been reading books and doing my journey started with metaphysics and ascended masters, and then Tibetan Buddhism, and then Qigong. So I've been working hard on me, like self-improving, trying to just to be humble and to be just wise enough to take the best decisions based on love and respect to me, to myself. Why after all these decades of work, there is a voice that is telling me you just need to buy a rope and hang yourself with a small, I don't know in English the word, this little thing, and then you're out, easy. And it was underneath the feeling of not being enough for me. So I understood that there is a connection between gratitude and what's your self value, what do you worth for you, like what's your worth for you, like how much is enough to feel you're worthy to live. So that was when I started to ask, okay, so what's my worth? Where do I worth? Because I understood that I I worth myself. I used to believe that I worth because of what I do. So when I'm setting a goal, I'm being very disciplined all my life professionally. Okay, so or even spiritual, like okay, I want to read this book, I want to do this course, I want to learn, do this retreat, I want to, I don't know, everything that you invest your time on it. Or before that, I worked because I achieved my goals professionally. I'm a musician, so I want to tour the world, and when I toured the world, it vanished. Like okay, yeah, I want to play a festival in the U.S. Play in the festival in the U.S. Then it's gone. So I was like, why? Why I feel so empty? This is what I really wanted, and sometimes I was so nervous that I wasn't even enjoying it. Or then I wanted to be in love. I was never in love before my wife, and that felt very great. Like I was 11 years very happy. Even year before the year and year better and better. So I was like, okay, this is glory. This is making my soul filled. But then when it stopped, I lost what I loved, like the worst pain ever. So then, how much you worth if you're single now? How much you worth if your dad wants to kill it himself? How much you worth if you don't have another the family you wanted to? Like my family's broken, so how much you worth for yourself if you don't got money? I remember clearly you saying to you, I promised myself to love myself even harder when I'm not in love and when I don't have money, because those are the things that trigger the deepest wounds. So I started to dig deep and deep and deep and deep and deep until I was finally able to tap into the sensation that my worth is infinite, that every heartbeat, that because of the qigong that I've been trained to study and to practice and to share my teachings, like, and I remember a friend saying that there's a very long way from here to here. So I always knew that I'm worthy, that my divine being it's real, that even I have a ninth dimensional being or fifth dimensional being or many dimensions. Or I've been when I was young, I was reading these books from, you know, um, this galactic beings and all these other dimension things, and I know it's real, but I was looking outside, you know, until I met my Buddhist teacher, two of them, my teacher Gary and Lourdes. The way they treated themselves, the way their voice expresses how much appreciation they got from themselves just as they are, immediately hooked me on, like I want to be next to these guys. And it doesn't matter what they are saying, but the way they express their own appreciation about themselves. That was exactly what I was looking for. So in the Shambhala Buddhism tradition, the first thing I was ever told, it was like, the reality, it's the reflection about what do you think about yourself? What's your concept about you? That all that you are perceiving, it's a projection about this little question, that concept. So that then I understood that it's a belief system. what I think I'm capable, or what's my value, is not fixed. You can transform it, you can modify it, and you were building it since you were a kid. Like if your mom make you feel worthy and kissed you and hugged you, you were saying, "Oh, I'm happy. I'm an important person," uh, or whatever you kind of like believe those small thoughts when you were a baby, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that I understood, and not everybody was lucky enough to feel the love of their dads and our parents, and so that's the first thing that I understood, how you were starting to develop your own value, your vision about yourself. And then the other aspect of that, my Buddhism teacher said, it was that in order to be happy, or the Shambhala warrior, it's one that has he dares to look after its deepest fears, and
Yes.
how you became friends with your fears. So before that, I was just trying to find the answers into the most beautiful things, or for example, professionally, the most beautiful songs, or I feel very worthy because I did a great song. And then if that song has a good feedback on the crowd, or has the place in Spotify or whatever, oh, people is reacting to this, it means that I'm not crazy. Oh, that feels so great. Or my wife hugs me and say, oh, you're the best. Oh man, thank you, God. Like, but that was all depending on the outside.
Yeah.
And then I understand it's actually when you work into your deepest, hardest fears and darkness, it's that's the way you are tapping into the unknown things that are blocking you to contact to your real self, to your heart, to making this travel between here to here, right? To
Yeah.
your heart, because your heart goes way beyond analysis, way beyond logical thinking. So my qigong teacher, after 5 years of meditating, so with the Buddhism thing, I started to do the
So I
shamatha.
just want to stop it there to
Yeah,
keep us on the track.
yeah.
So I want to do an exercise now where we connect
Mm-hmm.
to your heart,
Mm-hmm.
and we see the biggest pain that's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So let's close our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And just bring your awareness to your heart. I want to ask you what's going on in your life at the moment. What's your biggest pain at the moment? What's the biggest thing that hurts you,
Well,
you're struggling with?
last weekend I started to cry a lot because I started to miss a lot of my wife. So I understood that underneath everything, I still miss the sensation that I told you, that to having a connection with somebody every day, to have someone to express how I feel, to share that with someone. It hurts me a lot too, not being able to have
Okay.
that.
And do you feel that now, or like in general, do you feel that?
No, when I was with her, that I was fulfilled. I was
I mean, nowadays in general, do you feel this like missing
no,
for your wife?
no. Sometimes I'm good enough for myself. It was just triggered by a song that
Right.
made me feel that it's underneath everything. So when I am in the surface, I don't feel it. But when I got that, it was triggered. When I got that song.
And what else? What would you say like now is your biggest pain? Like what's the biggest thing for you now?
Right now,
Yeah.
I no longer feel that pain. I'm feeling quiet, and I don't have that pain today.
Okay.
But it was on my mind like 3 or 4 days, and it was a hole, that was like a big hole in my heart.
And in general, are there any pains coming up for you? Like nowadays, like now, today? Any triggers, any emotional burdens that you feel?
Yeah, that I'm scared to be rejected to the next beautiful woman I see. That's a pain. That's fear. That's painful. Not knowing that probably I'm not wise enough to speak my heart to a beautiful woman because I don't feel worthy. Probably that's
Right.
something that it's hard for me.
Cool. So let's take a look at this. So you're saying you have a fear of
Not feeling worthy.
not feeling. So you have fear of being rejected by a beautiful woman because a part of you feels unworthy. Yeah.
Yeah, or not wise enough to speak my heart, to be clear, to have the skill to approach a woman.
And I want you to focus on the feeling there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On the actual feeling quality of. What if I can't speak my heart?
Physically,
Yeah, just physically, emotionally, just kind of tune into that feeling. And as you tune into this feeling of not feeling good enough, ask yourself, when was the last time you felt this way, this not good enough? What happened? When was the last time you felt like, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't speak my heart?
well, the last Sunday that I was crying and I sent a voice message to my ex-wife that she's in China and she was just like, dude, this was a year and a half ago. Like, go get yourself another person and I'm okay. Like, I appreciate what we've gone through, but this was already more than a year ago. So,
Okay.
and I was like, see, that's the proof that you're enough, not good enough.
Yes, yes. Cool. So I want to focus on, so this is like the stuff happening on the outside. I want to focus on the inside more now.
Mm-hmm.
And tuning back, when was the first time you felt this way? Like, not good enough,
I
like
don't
she
really
doesn't
know.
care.
Oh, okay. With her,
No, no, in life in general, this same feeling.
I've been
So,
trying to tap into that, but I don't know. Probably the first thing comes to me,
yeah.
I
Try,
guess.
try, you, like, we don't have to, like, you don't have to try. If you try to find it, you won't get it. If you just relax and relax your mind and imagine your consciousness like a ball of light, a tiny ball of light, going from your mind into your body and your heart, wherever this pain is, of heartbreak, of longing for love, being rejected, not being good enough, all of these feelings. When was the first time you felt this way? When was that moment in childhood where you felt rejected? Imagine him like a little boy.
Oh man,
Didn't get his mother's love or his father's love, or what was it?
I don't know, man. I've been trying to answer that question, but I
Just
don't know.
try and feel it, feel it. Like, so you don't need to answer straight away. Like, we can sit with it for minutes. Just imagine him like a little boy. Can you imagine him
Yeah.
feeling not good enough?
Guess.
And we just want to be present with him for a while. Nothing to say. Imagine him.
My idea about my childhood, it was a happy childhood. I was filled with my parents' love and my brother and my sister and my girlfriend and my best friends.
And where do you feel? Stay on this chart. Where do you feel him or see him?
Where?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool. Like, in the break, I was playing with my friends, and I got my girlfriend, and I can take my friends to my place and to my home, and my mom used to cook them for them, and
Right. Sorry. These are like stories, right? This is
yeah,
like a
yeah.
mentor. But let's stay focused on this boy.
Feeling.
Yes, on this boy who felt that way. It doesn't have to, it's not about the logical sense. It's like you could be in some room, you could be in the middle of a tornado, like just what does it feel like? Maybe in a childhood home, maybe just in some random room you don't recognize, but you see him.
So what's the question I need to answer?
So where do you see this boy who felt this pain as you imagine him? It can be abstract, random, Forget about the logic, forget about the story. Where do you see him?
I think the first memory I really felt I was not enough. It was when my dad first alcoholic crisis that my dad had when I was like 17 years old, and he started to cry terribly, and it hurt me so much, like not being able to help him.
And how did you feel in that
That
moment?
I didn't have the words to make me feel him better,
Mm.
and he wanted to almost kill himself, and I couldn't save him. I was not enough to help.
Mm.
That felt so terrible.
And what did you make that mean when you were 17 years old?
That I was scared to lose my father. I
Hmm.
was very scared.
And how did he, this 17-year-old version of you, how did he feel?
Not feeling enough wise to see the right words. That felt like what's the word in English when you're not impotent? That's the word. In
Hmm.
Spanish is impotencia. Yeah, that you don't have the power enough to change the situation.
Mm. And I want you now to imagine this 17-year-old boy sitting next to you on your left or wherever you want. And I want you to talk to him.
Yeah, yeah. I always well I've done this before. And dude, you did your best. It was not your responsibility. And a person who doesn't love themselves, you can't. That's not your work. You
Mm.
need to love yourself. You need to accept yourself. That's what it's in your hands. You can't do that for others, even if it is your dad and wants to kill himself. Actually, there was a time that I asked him, "Do you want to really kill yourself?" And he said yes. And I couldn't sleep that night. It was on my 27th birthday,
Mm.
and I felt like a knife stuck in my chest, very hard.
Mm.
And I had to release and say, if he wants to kill himself, that's his choice, and I will be here supporting myself, watching this, and I can't do anything else.
Mm. And I want you to stay with this version of you, the 17-year-old,
Yeah,
and if the 27-year-old version of you, if that comes up as well. And I want you to stay present with them, with the way they feel. Forget about the stories and the mentalization of it and the
yeah.
logical, like, forget about all that. How does it feel?
It feels great when you are enough to forgive yourself to all the things
Mm.
you ever done wrong, and just to understand that every situation you were not wise enough to handle, you, you didn't got the experience you got now. So I embrace my younger versions as much as possible with the most kindful and unconditional way I can do, and with all my love just forgive myself for not being enough to all the crises I've been to, because I know for a fact that I did my best. I didn't hide. I didn't reject. I didn't judge, or
Mm.
a little bit probably, but I wasn't wise enough to see the way
Sure.
now
And
I
I
do.
just want to be present with this. So how does your 17-year-old version of you feel at the moment as he's sitting next to you? Connect to him in the
More like a
present.
friend. Like I know I'm being trying to build a bridge like my best friend
Mm.
in all my past versions. So he's my little dude. Like he's so vulnerable. He's so unaware of being mature, or to being older, to know Every crisis, it's giving me the opportunity to know better to how to handle pain.
Cool. And if you speak to him and you ask him, hey, how are you now? What does he say?
He's saying thank you for finally listening to me. I've been trying to scream loud for decades. All your rejections and all the times that you didn't listen to me because you were hard, so hard on you. So he's saying, I finally had a chance to speak and to build a bridge that we can work together.
And is there anything that he needs from you or would like to feel more complete? Or
Well,
does he feel complete?
I've been very hard on myself, so what he needs, it's my sweetest voice every day. I know I can improve. I know I'm already kind and as good as possible, but there's always a better chance to listen to my oldest versions. So I'm just here always listening, building the space for him to be free, to be heard, to be noticed.
And what would he like from you in the physical life, in your day-to-day life now? What would he like you to do, if anything?
Well, I guess to smile, to just give the best smile that I can show to myself unconditionally. Oh man, I even want to cry, but I'm crying because I'm happy, man, because it's the best feeling, man, that you can ever have. To be sweet with yourself. Now I know that I'm my best friend, man. I really love myself. That's the only thing that matters, man. Like, I know this is the happiness that I've been wanting to tap. Finally, I'm here. The best, saving the best smile for me, not for my family, not even for my ex-wife, for me, for that wounded child. And it feels this is the rich. This now I'm rich, bro. Like, this is happiness. This is fulfilled. I've been filling my heart with happiness and peace. Like, this worth more than everything being here for me.
Let's sit with that for a moment. Let's feel the bliss.
Yeah. Being friends with yourself is the biggest medicine. Even though it still hurts.
Yeah.
It's a long journey home. But every day I do a step. And that's enough.
Yes.
I am patient. I am persistent. and that is enough for me.
Mm. Mm.
Sometimes I feel like I'm my own father,
Mm.
and I embrace myself like I do this with that little kid. When you see a little kid, I touch my head like, I love you, bro. Like, you little kid, your tenderness is the best I ever felt, the best gift I ever done for myself. Because I know that I was ignorant, and I'm still ignorant to the things I've been facing this age 45, and that's okay. And probably I will deal with some things that I will be ignorant when I'm 80 or whatever it is, because I've seen that on my pops and my mom. So I'm okay with the fact that I'm ignorant to my stages in life. I'm I'm okay. I'm enough. I will doing the same thing I've always been doing. I know that. I will do that for me with money or single.
Mm. And what would you say to anyone who's going through suicidal desires?
Well, understanding that you can ask for help. But if you think that by some kind of automatic magic or any therapy or any book or any podcast or any friend, or if you think your improvement in this situation will depend on them, you will never find the answer. It helps definitely, and if you're looking for it, they will appear. But you are the only one who can save yourself from suicidal, and it's only not only with love, but for me with tenderness, like giving yourself the space to fucking mistake all the times. You can misunderstood many times situations. I will keep being misguided or ignoring how to react. That's normal. So that's what I said. The way from your head to your heart, it's very long. But when you're here, when you tap into your heart, you feel your love that it's here for you, not for God, for you as you are, which is the same actually, but tapping inwards, that is richness, that is happiness, that your value does not depend on your relationships or your professional life, and of course, anything material like your house or your car or your iPhone.
Mm.
Like, you actually don't know how much you're worth. You still will be learning, but your worth is infinite, just as it sounds. You're worth the infinite.
Yeah.
Every sunrise, it's shining for you right now. The sun is shining for me, just for me and for you and for everybody. Full potential. My heart is beating full potential for me right now, for you and for whoever is listening. And that's the greatest gift you can ever ask for. Just the fact that you are alive right now. One day more, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time.
Mm. Cool. That was amazing. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being open. And I want to come back now into the physical reality as you slowly start picturing everything around you, the phone, camera in front of you, the table, the grey wall, everything around you, the steps, apartments, the grass, the
The
plant.
birds.
Yes.
Yeah, being vulnerable, it's actually the best thing. Stop trying to be brave and to be, you know, trying to be wise and trying to be use your strength to achieve your goals. And I find that it's actually the opposite. How much you dare to tap into your biggest fears and what you are doing it to address them every day.
Mm.
And then not to be flushed by your obsession on your dark side, because that will only give you to the
It's
lead
another
you to
escapism.
exactly to
Yeah.
the path of by being guilty.
Yes.
So being vulnerable, it needs to be there's need to be tenderness in and kindness, and that's what the the shamatha Buddhism meditation. I started to first understand what was the tone of voice I was using to myself, and then I looked that even though that I've been study metaphysics and ascended master teachings for more than 25 years, like trying to be tapping into your divine presence, that was one thing. But the other thing was my relationship with myself, the tone of voice I use with myself. Like, see, you're right, you're wrong again, bro, you're wrong again. This is wrong. You should fucking do the things right. I was those two guys. You can see on my outside cool with my friends, smiling, saying just funny things and laughing and feeling satisfied on the outside.
Yeah.
But then on the inside, I was like smashing myself, like,
hurting yourself.
dude, this is wrong. You need to be better. You need to be better. You need to be better. Of course, that's the foundation about not be. You're never being enough. If you're always saying to yourself, "This, you need to be better and better," like a horse chasing a carrot that he will never fucking bite because it's ahead.
Yeah, and also that's a coping mechanism. That belief, I need to be better, I need to be better, is like something we learned from, childhood as a way to survive. Like for me, I could only survive as a kid if I performed. And this Dark Night of the Soul, we've had quite a similar thing around like performance and, letting go of the outside shit and facing inwards and learning self-love. Like a lot of the things you said, I can relate to with what I experienced over
Or
the last few months.
get good notes on the school in order to
Yeah.
to play with your friends and play your Nintendo.
To be allowed love, you have to get good results in some bullshit you don't care about.
Exactly.
It's insane. Yeah.
So why do I need to suffer in order to be happy?
Yeah.
I don't like school. I hate school.
Yeah.
So I just want to be with my friends and
Do
play
the things
music that I love.
Yeah, what naturally wants to come out of you. If we look at each child and us, and adults, everyone, and we naturally connect to like what is it that we actually like doing. Well, I like to make these videos, I like to coach, I like to sing, and I focused on that versus trying to get rich to perform, trying to build a brand to look good. Then I can get a woman if I look good. Then I can get. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. It's all a hypnosis.
And in that way you will never find enough. Like you will always try to do, okay, I did this, but now I need to do that. Chasing the carrot, like being vulnerable and accept yourself as like getting the carrot and say, oh, this is today.
Yeah.
I want to succeed today.
Yeah.
Right here, coming back to myself as I am, without money or love. How can I be enough? Try to build and design a beautiful day, starting from breakfast. Like, am I enjoying Am I present cooking my
Yes.
breakfast? I'm doing good.
Mm.
Did my breakfast was a beautiful gift that I gave to myself? It was.
Mm.
Now, what can I how can I listen to myself and build enough space in order to plan
Mm.
my day and say, what do you really want to do today? Like, do you want to go to your friends? Do you want to work? Do you want to give some space to meditation, whatever it is?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Okay, I'm listening to you.
Mm.
So I'm listening to, I don't know if it's the kid or whatever, but my heart. What do my heart need?
Yeah.
Do I need to rest? Do I need to work? Do I need to go out? Do I need friends? Do I need to speak with somebody that I love? Do I need
Mm.
to concentrate myself to what's the best gift I can ever give to myself today? And then the other thing that's it's one of the biggest treasures I ever got is like the universe wants the best for me.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
That's the other thing. Like or if you want to use the word God's, like I read a book, this Conversations to God #4, and it says God is your best friend. Like, and even though I got this bad experience with my family, so how
Mm.
can God be my best friend if I got an alcoholic father?
It's lessons that, yeah.
Why do I have to experience 30 years of alcoholism to my death?
Mm.
If God is my best friend, why is hurting me this much? That's a victim.
Mm.
Oh, poor little Demian.
Mm.
You have a terrible family. Oh,
Yeah.
you, they don't understand you, man. Woman does not understand you, man, because
Mm.
they're not seeing you how much you're worth.
Yeah.
Because you, as I said in the first beginning, the world reflects back to you what's your concept about yourself.
Mm.
So if to me, I'm just the best kid and the best adult and the best musician and the best Damien I could ever be
Mm.
right here, then the other person comes to you and say, dude, you look great. Dude,
Yeah.
you're doing good. I like your energy
Mm.
because I am enough for me.
Mm.
And that's coming from here to here. Because the most beautiful gift you can ever have is your heart,
Exactly.
goodness.
Yeah.
And I want the best for me, and I know the universe wants the best for me every day, every second. Because I see it in nature. The plants are not struggling to have enough sunlight or oxygen or water. They
Mm.
already have full potential. So if you see how nature works, you will see that you are part of a implicit order that it's ways goes way beyond your
Mm.
understanding. Like the same wisdom that knows how to build universe, planets, and galaxies and rivers and friends and oceans and birds, it's the same that you already have in your every atom,
Yeah.
in every cell, in every muscle, and of course
Mm.
in every situation and your heart. Like your situations and your wishes and your problems are not separated from that wisdom.
Mm.
You know, there's not a space that, okay, this is the Big Bang, this is the sun, this is solar system, this is Mexico, this is your friends, this is your divorce.
Yes.
All those things are part of the exact same energy manifesting and transforming. So that does mean that I have to experience everything exactly the way I need it because my soul needs to evolve through these situations.
Yeah.
Even the hardest things I have mentioned, I'm thankful for the now that I've been working on because they make me understand better myself. So there is nothing that you can change on your past, and every time you are receiving even the worst things like this, like the ones
Yeah.
I mentioned, they're exactly the things you need to understand. So that's turning the victim to the winner, saying, "Okay,
Mm.
I don't regret. Like I needed to pass through this, and I'm ready for the next terrible crisis.
Yeah.
I'm ready, and I know that I don't know probably what I'm facing, and there will be things that I ignore,
Mm.
definitely. But I can't change that.
Mm.
So the
Mm.
Buddha and my Buddhist teacher said that being proud about your ignorance, it's a good thing because rejecting your ignorance, it's making you feel worse
Mm.
or not worthy. But understanding that now I deal with a part of me is ignorant to many situations. Okay, so where ignorant. So how can I work on it? Okay, now I'm not rejecting, now I'm addressing. And if I tap into peacefully and kindly, I'm starting to transform myself. And
Exactly.
Nick, you can do more than you can understand. So this is like, okay, this is what I wanted to be, but this is what I am actually am. So I'm even like, and then there's ignorance coming with different situations. Yes, but I'm addressing. I'm peacefully addressing, peacefully
Yeah.
achieving. So as the water rises up, my will and my humbleness and my kindfulness will still growing and going
Mm.
up and up until the last breath.
For sure, man. Well, appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming, and sharing, your pain and stuff openly. Really appreciate that.
I
Um,
really appreciate the fact that I was crying.
yes. So yeah, cool guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate your attention and time and energy you put into, learning about what Damien's biggest pain is, his life, the different traumas and stuff he's been through, and also how he's able to overcome them. And I hope you enjoyed witnessing, holding space, connecting to your inner child, going back to previous memories, and connecting with that moment. Because without us even realizing, we often get stuck in moments where we felt deep pain, and it takes a while to really like process and overcome them. And then we will attract things in real life, such as like a divorce or breakups or losing a job or friend betraying you or whatever, losing a lot of money, being frauded, or just random dumb shit, right? And that random dumb shit is an invitation to look at. So that pain, which stands for pay attention, integrate now, is an invitation
Nice definition.
to look into something that will help you evolve. So that's how you evolve. That's how you go through, spiritual awakenings. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank
Hope
you,
you guys
Damien.
get in touch with your shadow and be kindful and peaceful. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Take care. Awesome, bro. Thank you. That was fantastic.
Thanks, man.